Hi everyone, Arturo Spraycasso here. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. This is a stencil intermediate level painting, and it's a halo painting. I'm such a big fan, you guys can probably see me online if you ever look me up. Anyways, we have several emails requesting a painting like this, so I went ahead and cut out a stencil. You guys can make your own stencils. And I'm going to go ahead and paint it green. Just like so. Now, with the black, I'm going to go ahead and just add right here some shadows. See that? And what that will do is give you a transition between the green and the black. So it actually makes it look 3D, three-dimensional. Okay? Now, there's 3 parts to this stencil. This is one. The second part will include details, detail on the armor, parts where the armor bends. So that's the second part. Okay, I'm going to place it right here, and I'm going to go ahead and use black because, as most of you guys know, it's not completely black in some areas, but it'll do the trick just like that. Great. Well, now then, I'm going to go ahead and use some yellow, a little bit of orange to create the sky in the background, and some red. And as most of you guys know, this is very typical of the Halo pictures, the Halo art that you'll see out there. So I'm not going too far. I'm going to go ahead and stick with the theme. Okay? So I'm just using warm colors. And this will be a transition between the yellow to the orange and the red. Now, another very typical structure that you'll see a lot is this broken down structure in the background. And I do believe it's actually in the game. It looks something like this. And I'm just using black and the spraycasso funnel to scratch and combine the paint at the same time. I believe that's what it looks like. Okay, now with a little bit of black and white, excuse me, I'm going to go ahead and create the mountains in the background. Now these mountains will add dimension to our painting, as it will make the mountains look like they're really far away. So let's add a little bit more white. I don't want it to be completely gray. It's misty-like, grayish, just like so. Awesome. You could actually use a little bit of blue as well, but I think in this case the white and the black made a good combination. Awesome. Alright, now with a little bit of yellow, orange, and brown, I'm going to create the front layers. You know, the layers that are closest to us, so they have to have more color. And Halo takes place, well, in another world, but in this area that I'm painting, it's a desert-like spot, so that's why I chose these colors. Now with the spraycasso funnel, I'm going to go ahead and create some trees. I'll add some trees right here in the background. You guys know how to create your trees. With the foam brush, we're going to go over it and add the leaves. Okay, so make sure you add plenty of branches to add your leaves to. Now I'm going to go ahead and do something a little bit different. And I'm going to create a dreamlike, maybe a vision in space, an orb if you may, and I'm just going to add some black in the background. Now notice how I'm not using a stencil. Well, that's because I want some of that mist from the black to fall onto our painting. That's what gives it a vision-like effect, and you'll see what I mean when I'm done with it. Now, because it is in space, I'm going to add some stars as well. So with your white, you guys know how to do this. Now be careful, you don't want white to land on your painting. It takes a little bit of practice. Now let's go ahead and remove our stencil. I'm removing the magnets. Now these magnets, I've placed them there so that whenever you use your spray paint, it won't blow it away and spray underneath it. And there you go, folks. That's the finished product. The amazing thing about stencils is that you can do so much with them and so many backgrounds. This is just one of them. Your imagination is the limit. I will show you another, just a quick one that we did. I often decided it's a simpler one. And we went ahead and created our Master Chief. Added blue and black to create a mist. See how the black kind of creates a mist with the blue. And we just added the star. Something simple. This is more of a beginner stencil-like painting. Alright. And seeing that's what we got. So you guys, if you guys don't want to make something too complicated, but you still want Master Chief on there, you know, it doesn't have to be too complicated. Trees and mountains in the background. It can be something simpler. And that pretty much goes for any type of stencil. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's tutorial. Until next time. Special thanks to our sponsors, Medley Chiropractic and Luna Services.